Todd Grisham. Alongside me, English. Up first, Tommy the Duke Morrison, the former WBO heavyweight champion of the world. Who could forget some of his legendary battles from the 90s? It's the Brown Bomber, Joe Louis. His fight against Matt Schmeling, one of the most important fights in the history of this fine sport.
They have waited for this fight for so long, Todd. This is ridiculous.
And now for the official introductions. We turn it over to the world-renowned Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Kansas City, Missouri, here is the hard-hitting WBO heavyweight champion of the world, Tommy the Duke Morrison. Fighting out of the blue corner, and iconic longtime world champion who defended his title for a record of 12 years, introducing a heavyweight champion of the world, the one and only Brown Bomber, Joe Louis.
What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
What a venue, what a fight, what action.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be 2 that we're talking about.
Good luck.
Here we go for round 1. Nice job blocking the hook. Those counter punches have to hurt. You would not want to be hit by this guy, trust me. This fighter told us yesterday, if he doesn't win by knockout, he doesn't consider it a real victory. That's the mentality he has.
Oh, this is a struggle right here in front of them. These kind of fighters, they want to get hit in the face because it cheers them on. They want to stand there and fight in the trenches.
Carrying away the right hook. Insane action. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. You'd like to see more jabs. Joe Louis in trouble. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that that moment of trouble has passed.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Morrison in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Focus, big deep breaths, big deep breaths.
Don't want you to load up. Don't be looking there for one shot at a time.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it?
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. The Brown Bomber in some trouble. And right back into the fray.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will they do? What will they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter punch is smart.
which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down. Hold that thought. Oh, Joe Louis just got caught. The Brown Bomber goes to the canvas. And it's a one-hitter winner. What a knockout shot. Let's take another look.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
One, two, three, four. Give me your ball.
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your eagles hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fight.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Oh, and Joe Louis is hurt. He is hurt. Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
Loved the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath, thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
Just come on, do you want to win this fight? I need you to get back out there. I need you to win.
The gaps will appear and he'll start tiring out.
There's the bell for round 3. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with it.
And down goes Morrison. It looked great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
One, two, three, four, five. Do you still want to fight?
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
He's got the advantage halfway through the round.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T, play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over again, they've got it.
It's all offense all the time. Well done with that counter shot. He throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. 10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. The Brown Bomber in some trouble. Let's talk about Morrison in that last round. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
To make or break a fighter.
You had everything in the bag. Now you've let him back into it.
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good work. Relax now. I don't want...
Now, it's a tougher fight. And he's going to be confident now.
But you'll take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolutely shattered.
And then start gathering your pace and win this round.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very surprised.
well to block that right hook. The right hook just missed. How about that time counter shot? The straight right just misses. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with something that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain.
That right hook not connecting. Oh, Joe Louis just got caught. A true champion knows how to get out of trouble after they got it. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Morrison in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, makes it look so easy.
Few body shots in there a little bit.
Okay, now you've let him back into the fight that round. Right, let's go out there.
Good work. You was thinking. You was smart. You weren't loading up. You were still landing it.
Back into the fray here in round 5. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This is a high-octane battle. These two fighters are made for one another. One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Perfect counter shot. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Lucky that hook didn't score. Good counter punch. Get out of the way of that right hook. Nope, that hook won't score. The stamina is off the charts. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Morrison in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
You're betting this kid. Go back out there.
There's the bell to start round 6. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
We're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you've hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
A lot of effort being exerted here. Failing to score with that right hook. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
He threw the hook, didn't land. The charts. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Morrison in that last round. Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters did in the gym.
You cannot gas out if you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this fight. You have no excuse.
Switching off. You got complacent.
Here we go, it's round 7. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship.
Morrison is hurt. One punch did the trick. Let's see it again in slow motion.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
One, two, three, four, five. Can you continue?
So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again? That was a shot.
Putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Catch and shoot. Looks like he's leading halfway through this round.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or it's a bit of a mousetrap.
Counter punch right up the middle. This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the combat.
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Joe Louis in trouble. How are they still standing?
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once.
Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Let's talk about Morrison in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive and then give it back the next round.
Nice round, good round. I like that, I'm happy. You were thinking,
Come on, you've let him back in the fight. You're much better than this guy. You're much better.
And they're back at it again here in round 8. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to block him.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Can't find a home with that jab. One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got...
Well, hold on a second, Johnny. Oh, and Joe Louis is hurt. He is hurt. But It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Did you see that? Oh, Joe, look, the Hall of Famer Joe Louis is down. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
One, two, three, four, five, six. You're okay.
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
Should have looked at...
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. A pretty lopsided decision there, a unanimous one.
Unanimous. You know what? Smart that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.